Hi everybody, it's me, Temi Ayodeji from TEMI Fine Arts. I hope you're all doing great today. Now today's video is strictly to educate each and every one of you on the different types of prints that I offer on my website, which is TemiFineArts.com. Now currently I offer 5 specific print materials. I offer paper, watercolor paper prints, which can come in either the regular paper, and you do have the option to have this print framed directly on my website. This is an example of it. I'm going to talk about this further. I also offer canvas prints. This is a sample of a canvas print without the frame, and you can also get the frame as well available on my website. The third option I offer is what is called a metal print. This is a glossy metal print, as you can see. This is what it looks like on the back with the hanging mechanism. I'll discuss that with you further. And I also offer what is known as acrylic. Acrylic is very similar to glass. A lot of people tend to mix this up and call it resin. It is very, very different from resin. It's actually of better quality than resin, and it is very durable and it's sturdy and it's heavy. So this is what an acrylic print is. And the last thing that I offer are coasters. And these are just some of the samples that I have right here for you. So I'm going to talk about each and every one of these for you so that you will have a better understanding of what the material is like. I wish I could be in front of you so that you can actually touch these items, but this is the best that I can do. But I'm also going to tell you, if you have any further questions about any of these prints, please do not hesitate to go under the contact section of my website, which is TEMI, T-E-M-I, finearts.com. Feel free to contact me here. You can send me an email, you can call me, my number is available, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you in detail about anything whatsoever. Lastly, before I go into details, do not hesitate to sign up for my newsletter. That is a very important avenue for me to share new artworks, share promotions. People that are on my newsletter actually do get better promotions than what I normally post on Instagram or on Facebook. So don't forget to do that today as soon as we are done. So I'm going to jump right into this whole video. Now, the first print that I said I offer is what I refer to as watercolor paper prints. Now this, I'm going to bring this as close as I can to you. This is 2 of the paintings that I have on my website. I actually have over 50 different artworks that come in abstracts or naturalistic paintings. And this watercolor paper, as you can tell, hopefully you can see it, is a little bit thick. It's not like the printing paper that is very thin. This is thick and it's watercolor paper. And it has like this beautiful velvet feel to it when you see it and when you touch it. Now, when you order a watercolor paper print, it's going to come with a 1-inch mat on the border. So in other words, when you go on my site and you order a print that is 8 inches by 8 inches, make sure you add 1 inch to each side. So this will actually be delivered to you as a 10 by 10. And that's the kind of frame that you would get for it if you want to have it framed. If not, you can have this, stuck to the wall. Whichever way you want to do it is actually your choice. So this is what a watercolor paper print looks like. However, for those of you who do not have the time to go to the store to have this framed, or you want to deliver it to somebody special to you that cannot go to the store to get a frame, I actually offer a variety of frame options. Now, if you look up here, this is an example of one of the frames that I have. If we move closely, this is referred to as a metal frame. And as you can see, the artwork itself is matted. This is one of my paintings that I have, and it has a 2-inch mat. This is something that is optional. You do not have to get the mat. You can get the artwork only with the frame, and if you want to have the mat, you can select between a 2-inch mat, a 3-inch mat, as well as a 4-inch mat. Fortunately, whenever you select these options on my website, the image immediately pops out for you to have a visual view of what it will look like when it arrives. And like I said, this is what it will look like when it is framed, durable. And let me show you what it looks like on the back with the hanging mechanism. This is what the hanging mechanism looks like on the back for the metal frame. Here is the wire, everything. You see how beautiful and how sturdy this is? This is not like the regular frames that you would get at the store. But it is something that I know that when you receive it, like I said, it's durable. Whoever receives this as a gift would really appreciate the quality of the artwork and the quality of the frame and the quality of everything that they receive, and they would really appreciate it. So like I said, this is the watercolor print for you. Now the second set of prints that I offer are the canvas prints. Now this is a canvas print. Whenever you select an artwork immediately on my website and you have it delivered without the frame, this is what a canvas print looks like. Now all canvas prints are gallery wrapped on museum quality canvas material, and they use high quality archival inks. Now you do have a choice of either having like a glossy or luster laminate. This one has a glossy laminate, and I love the glossy because it just has that beautiful glossy silky effect to it. This is one of my artworks called, I believe, We Serve the Queen. Now, if you turn on to the back of it, as you can see, the hanging mechanism is already included right here. So once it arrives and you take it outside the box, it can be hung immediately, and it has these two little cloth velvet little studs back here, so that when you hang it on the wall, it will lift slightly off the wall. So this is what a gallery canvas print looks like. Now you can order, there are people who like to order prints as is, but there's some, like myself, that love to have all my canvas prints framed. Now this is what a frame will look like. This is another canvas print that I have, and this is the frame. This is actually called a wedge frame. As you can see, it has an angle on the side. It's about a 45-degree angle, and it also is flat down here. Now these float frames are very different from the typical float frames that most of us are used to seeing that are just straight on the side. This actually gives it more depth. It occupies a little bit of more space, and it's very beautiful, and it stands out, and it's unique. Now the back of this, because it's a small frame, this is a hanging mechanism that they will attach. Now we will use the hanging mechanism that is ideal for the frame. So don't worry, in case you decide to order something that is, let's say, a 3-foot by 4-foot frame, you're not going to receive this as a hanging mechanism. It's actually going to have the wires on the back to make it easier for you. And everything will come attached, so you don't have to worry, about trying to attach anything. Just take it out of the box and have it hung. And so once again, this is the canvas print as is. And if you decide to get a frame, you can select the frame options. It comes in a variety of colors: white, black, gold, and there's some other ones on there that you can actually select from. Now, the third kind of print that I offer is known as a metal print. Now, this is a metal print. Now do not mix this with the acrylic. They look very much alike to some people that don't know the difference, but they're very different. The metal print is thin metal sheet. And this is the back with the hanging mechanism right here. And it also comes with these attached directions in case you want to do something a little bit different. These are there for you to use. You might use this and you might not. You might just go ahead, have your hook on the wall and just hang it right there. As you can see, this has an inset right here, very high quality. And it also has this very transparent studs at the bottom so that it still leans off your wall a little bit. Now the metal frame, as you can see, it's very thin, it's very durable, and it has this beautiful glossy effect to it. I love this a lot because a lot of homes don't have these, and people like to put these in their businesses, but this is also an alternative to a canvas print. If you do not want anything that is too thick on the side and you want something that looks unique and stands out so that when your friends and family members come home and they see something unique, they say, whoa, what is this? This is a metal print for you, okay? The last print that I have here is the acrylic print. Now the acrylic print is they also use archival inks for this, but I'm going to show you something that makes this very, very unique. This is acrylic. And this is actually 1/4 inch acrylic that is attached to a back metal frame right here, metal piece. Now you see these little studs? When this goes onto the wall, it's going to be lifted off the wall. So this is not going to be flat. This would actually give it the space. Now, some people might wonder, acrylic. A lot of businesses actually have acrylic prints. They actually use it for their signs. This is something that you can actually use as an alternative to display the artworks in your respective businesses. It's very unique. It's very beautiful. It's extremely sturdy. It is a little on the heavy side, and when I say heavy, you know what you're holding. It's not something that is as light as the metallic frame. I personally love this a lot because some people, like I said, see it and they think it's resin, but it's not resin, it's acrylic. This is actually on the higher end, but you know exactly what you get when you receive it. And the last form of prints that I offer are in the form of coasters. Most people have these in their homes. With these, you can use these for functional purposes, like you would do normal coasters in your home. Some people actually have this and they use them as keepsakes. Sometimes I can send these out personally with little inscriptions on the back, but that's a totally different kind of promotion, or if it's something that I just want to send to you to say thank you. But these are actually available on my website. They're not available on all the artworks because I want to make sure that when you do request when you order a coaster of any of my prints, you have the opportunity to see the main image on the coaster itself. The measurements of this is actually 3.75 inches. And you see what it looks like on the back here. Very beautiful print. So that's basically it for today. So I'm just gonna go quickly to review the different types of prints that I offer. Like I said, we have the watercolor paper print. Comes unframed, just a regular paper with a 1-inch mat. You can also select to have it framed. That's the frame right here. 2, the other kind of option is canvas. Canvas prints come unframed, and if you like, you can also select to have it framed. Regardless of which way you order these two, they will come with the hanging mechanism straight out of the box. As soon as it comes out of the box, it is ready to hang. The third is metal frame. High gloss metal frame. Like I said, with the hanging mechanism, extremely durable, beautiful, lightweight, something that you can have hanging on the wall at home or at work or commercial space. The other print here is the acrylic. Very heavy, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful frame option. Kind that has like the resin effect. And the last but not the least are the coasters. These are actually beautiful gifts that you can, get for your kids who are in college, or you can get for your neighbor, quickly for a birthday gift or anything of that nature. So that's it for you. I am so happy that you've taken the time to listen to me. Like I said, feel free to reach out to me either via phone. My number is on my website, which is TEMIFineArts.com. Feel free to contact me here, either by phone or email. You can send me a message through Instagram, and all the different links are on my website. Thank you so much once again for joining me today. I hope you all have a splendid and wonderful rest of your week. Bye-bye.